first carry for Lamar Miller. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Miller. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. A first down carry now for Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Second down, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first. they go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. First down throw for Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now it's Gore. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Fake, Brissett. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And here comes the Texans now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but As you said, incomplete. To throw is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's Watson now on second down. Being chased out left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing on third down, Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. This is Robert Turbin. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw on second is Watson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they've got it here with a first down. It's Robert Turbin, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. On first down, Watson escaping the pressure right. It's complete. It's Miller. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
From the red zone now, Watson. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Second down following the incompletion.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
And the back goes into motion.
Check 26, check 26. Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running right through it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go!
Play clock winding down. They start on the ground here with Turbin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Second down, Brissett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz. Maybe
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
A second down throw for Brissett. Drops it underneath to Gore. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ellington now to return it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football. But the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go. He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there for the Texans. 46 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Barkevious Mingo from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Ohio, 10, under 10, 10.
Here's Watson looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Ohio! 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 Come on, let's go! What? Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Third and long. It's Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not in a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Everyone's got four down. Let's go! What? 9! 55, what?
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So a fumble on second down. They're able to maintain possession. Brings up third.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Whitney Mercilus in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Colts send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Here's Ellington. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Oh, he shifts past him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll lose lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So he loses. There. Now third down. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. An update, meanwhile, from over in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The third quarter starts with a run by Gore. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Brissett now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Throwing, Brissett. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
That'll go as a loss of 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Here's Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here we go.
Brissett on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go.
Brissett able to get away. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 50, the 40. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and this results in 6. Touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Brissett. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now running. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing again is Watson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Single receiver. Man, you're on an island over there. Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
To throw on second is Watson. His throw incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from Ohio State, Malik Hooker, with the INT. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They run again with Foreman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Ohio, let's go. Grand 38.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Flex round.
To throw is Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Red zone opportunity. From the red zone now, Watson. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Grover Stewart in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Braxton Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable. And now it's blocked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Brissett. A dump off here for Gore. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Brissett looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
A I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Texans on third down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Barkevious Mingo in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go. 1, 9.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.